Alicia Brown. I'm a registered dietitian, and for Resurrection Parish today, I led a grocery store tour here at Pick and Save on Limekiln. Now, it is so important not only to enrich our spiritual bodies by following our faith and connecting with others that are rich in their faith as well, but also from the inside out, we are given so much from the earth, from the Lord, to use to nourish our bodies from the outside. And how to do that in a very nourishing, spiritual way of how to nourish ourselves correctly really gives us the best opportunity to be our best selves, so we can be our best selves to serve others. And that's really why I first got interested in this realm of nutrition and dietetics, was so I could understand how to really leverage the bounty of God's good earth and to consume it in a way that spiritually connects me to the earth and also connects me to others. And I feel like food can be that vehicle that really enhances that connection. So today I got to really experience how others eat in the grocery store, what our food choices are, and bring that to life. So we learned how to make the best food choices in our everyday, how to nourish ourselves totally and completely from the inside so we can be our best on the outside. So that's what we talked about, and that's what I do with my business and as a career, and I was so happy to share that with members of Resurrection Parish today. Very colorful department, which sets it apart from the meat and deli, right, the center aisles. This is very colorful, whole, fresh foods that don't have food labels. So even though I love looking and dissecting food labels, we know that a food product is awesome, but it doesn't tout its nutrient benefits, right? Where it doesn't have the food label on them. That's out, but there's equal inventory in the back of the store, and so it is a full process of from the picking to going on a truck to making it to the back of the grocery store to making it to the front of the grocery store for you to pick it up. And it's a science for them to know how long each strawberry will last through that process. What makes it last longer would be use of preservatives, right, and sprays that they would put on a food product. Right. So, for example, if we had a case of strawberries that were organic versus strawberries conventional, the turnover rate on an organic strawberry would be much higher than a conventional strawberry. That's also factored into the price. You can see that there are different varieties of sauces that fruits are stored in. So, for example, we might have it packed in 100% vegetable juice, or in a light syrup, or in its own syrup, right? So there are different types of syrups, and that's why we really want to take a look at what it's packed in. My number one recommendation would be either it packed in water, right, or packed in its own fruit juices. The flavor is still very alive in a canned food product, and the sugar is still contained with the naturally occurring sugar that a fruit has is still contained in that fruit in a can. So it doesn't lose much of its the flavor of the sugar that it gets from the produce item. So adding additional sugar to it, for some, may be unnecessary. But always getting produce in the diet is better than not getting produce in the diet. I have to stress that. This color maybe not naturally occurring in nature, right, to some extent with an applesauce. Looking at the ingredients here, apples, high fructose corn syrup, this is sugar that is sweeter than table sugar. So always thinking about ways that we're encouraging maybe our youth to cultivate what I call like a hyperactive sweet tooth. It's something that we very much want to avoid. So going for, instead of choosing something of a different color or sweetened, maybe choosing a variety that is unsweetened. Now, could you read the ingredients on that food item?
Apples, water, Granny Smith apples, puree, natural flavors, ascorbic acid.
Okay. Ascorbic acid is a natural
Vitamin C.
preservative. Vitamin C. Absolutely. So a much better option, especially when we're talking about all the varieties of applesauce on the market. So I don't have very many no foods in my diet. I would like to feel like all foods can fit in a balanced diet when we're pairing it and making a balanced plate, as we mentioned before. However, I do have one category of no foods, and these are foods with trans fats. Are we aware of this term?
Yeah.
Trans fats, and how do we know if a product contains trans fat? Solid. Okay, so solid fats are usually saturated fats. Yes. So shortenings, this would be a saturated fat. This could have trans fats, but I have to let you guess.
Aren't they illegal now?
They are working towards getting shunted out of our system, but they are not illegal yet.
Okay.
And actually, the FDA deems okay to list 0 grams trans fat on a food product that has up to 0.5 grams of trans fat. So if we're looking at a food product and we eat 2 servings of a food product that has 0.4 grams of trans fat, we're almost getting 1 gram of trans fat in a food product that we thought had 0.
Ah, interesting.
So we have to really know the difference between that, right? So if we're looking at a food product like this, Crisco, right? To know that this product, it says 0 grams of trans fat. 0 grams trans fat. However, I can tell you that if we look at the ingredient label here, and it says this term, fully hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated, that's your tip off to knowing that yes, there is some amount of trans fat present in this food product. So I don't have many no foods, but hydrogenated oils fit my no foods category. Absolutely. Now, if you flip over to the back of you there, the peanut butter, that's another culprit. Is there just like some brand of like Skippy or Jif peanut butter behind you there? Yeah, that'll be a good one. So if we turn this food label over here we have roasted peanuts, sugar, and hydrogenated vegetable oils. So again, hydrogenated oils mean that food manufacturers have changed the chemical composition of this food product and that there is trans fat present, even though it tells me that there's 0 grams of trans fat. It could have up to 0.49 grams of trans fat. And with 2 tablespoons, sometimes in a serving, people eat 4 or 6, right? Peanut butter cookies if we're making them, etc. So really being conscious of hydrogenated oils. Peanut butter is a culprit.
This is crushing.
I'm sorry. No, I have to tell you there is salvation.
This is
There is salvation in this. Do you know that the natural peanut butters and the market, now I see some over there like this Smucker's Natural. Ooh, this is a great brand. Yes.
No need to-
That is
My
a great
husband
brand.
used to sell this, so that's why.
Oh, fantastic. Yes. Actually, I'll
always
take this
did.
one.
And then-
So this product here is a natural peanut butter, and this only has roasted peanuts, sugar, palm oil, and salt. Now, palm oil is a saturated fat, it's a tropical oil, fine, but this gives it this kind of creamy, smooth mouthfeel that gives it a no-stir kind of quality. So palm oil kind of makes it a more homogeneous product. So this is a great one to choose if you don't want to stir. Otherwise, that's the difference between a product, you know, that's homogenized here for a creamy mixture, or that separates, like this natural peanut butter. Now, if it separates, we know that it is truly natural and does not contain hydrogenated oils. This ingredient list is peanuts and 1% less of salt. Now, what are your ingredients in that
The
food product?
ingredients: filtered water, high fructose corn syrup, grapefruit juice.
Is it interesting that order? We know that in their descending order by weight, so you're mostly paying for water and sugar. In my food product, I'm mostly paying for water and sugar. In your food product?
Mine is just apple juice.
Awesome.
But it has 27 grams of sugar.
apples house a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
And my bet is that most of it's naturally occurring. Yes.
And they said there are 3 vegetables that are really not good for you because they are the most genetically modified.
Okay.
One is corn, one is zucchini, and I can't remember what the third one is.
Second one? Zucchini.
Zucchini is the most, they're the most genetically modified.
Even if you grow it in your own garden, you can't.
But you're planting a seed. And
That's also
because
the seed. The seed is genetically modified. You are growing in genetically modified food. However, again, about GMOs, we just don't have enough research to really say good or bad yet. But
Okay.
from a consumer standpoint in California, they are saying that the consumers want to know at least if they are eating a genetified food or not a genetically modified food. So that's a growing conflicting area is knowing the difference. Yeah, we need more research to really say good or bad.